why you would be.
But how you
I want to
feel like I'm here to be lectured. Done.
Shut up. That's not nice. You can't talk that way. Why one percentage of Jews but more than others? Like, no one's saying anything. What happened? You went to the beach in Israel? What, you went to a restaurant or something? A nice restaurant? Like, listen.
Never been to the television project.
This is the year 2025.
Yeah.
The world is seeing something that looks terrible, and it's being done in my name. And I don't know what to do.
But the war began on October 7th.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Yes, when Hamas systematically murdered and made. You want. Okay. Look, we're moving down the hole. We fundamentally disagree.
No.
But Hamas murdered and maimed and mutilated and abducted and tortured thousands of people. That's not television. That's a fact. That's reality. You can deny it.
I'm denying October 7th.
Or you seem to be.
You're not pro October 7th. I'm pro Hamas.
I never said you were pro Hamas. You're putting words in my mouth. You seem to be downplaying.
For the last 17 years, people have been under a blockade where they cannot leave. If you were born in a place and there's a fence there, and there's a guy with a gun on the other side, and he says you can't go anywhere, would you like that guy? If you treat people like animals, sometimes they're going to flash out.
I sincerely believe, maybe I'm wrong, that if Palestinians were governed not by a terrorist organization like Hamas in Gaza, but by a regime that was able and willing to make peace with Israel, the situation would be fundamentally different.
The preconditions for this happening are undeniably something that the Israeli government was fully aware of. Why would Bibi Netanyahu... Okay, here's my... Okay, here's my...
October 7th was justified.
Huh? Okay, here's my...
October 7th was justified.
No! Are you listening to what I'm saying right now? Why would the Israeli government... Hamas wants to eradicate the Jewish people in the Jewish state? Is that right?
That's what Hamas said.
Okay, then why would they directly give Hamas money, literally bags of cash, in suitcases through the Qataris? Nearly, I think over $1 billion in cash. During this last 17 years.
That's a fair point. It's a great question.
If one of those kids is more than $1,000 checking account, being a terrorist. It's a fair point. Does that make Netanyahu a terrorist? He's supporting terror.
The United States, it seems to me, the United States and Israel could have shut off the spigot and did not do so. I don't know why, but that was a failure. There's no question. There's no question.
I think that what I'm saying is the reason why the government provides $25 million to something that looks this horrific. I think it's the same reason. It makes it look like that the Jews control the government, but really what it is the more boring answer. It's the reason why the government and you guys don't get shit done. It's the reason why Sandy Hook can happen. You guys can't do gun reform. It's because...
Why can't we do that?
Because special interest groups can buy influence in our government.
Well, which political party is against gun reform?
As long as it's a Republican. It's a Republican. Well, so allow our government to be flooded with cash and money. But it's... What's scary to me is that it looks... People are starting to question the Holocaust ever happening. How could Jews lead into the Holocaust?
You're blaming you're blaming Israel for Holocaust.
I'm blaming our government for supporting a genocide. It's unfathomable in my heart, and it breaks my heart that we are capable of it. Why is that?
We just fundamentally disagree. So
I think I'm talking to you like where I come from, and that it feels different, and maybe I have a different perspective. I have a different perspective, but I think that's different from yours. Yeah,
I'm much more platform.
I'm not. I hate this stuff. You know, I have to make my family. You know, it's not something I love my family.
There's a lot of people who not have this because we're speaking a foreign language.
My family grew up in South Africa, right? We were like Jews from Eastern Europe that literally we thought we were going to Ellis Island. My grandma, all the grannies stayed. And my parents' whole generation of South African Jews left. And,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, just my all my
Okay. One sec.
he was like a hero of mine, right? And he was also, you know, in prison, you know, for terrorism too. I don't want to get it. You're gonna go Hamas is. I don't want to. I'm not debating Hamas. He was called that, and he went to my synagogue. After he got in this and he spoke to like all the grandmas, like they were still there. They didn't have to fucking do it. Black people. And he said, "Tell your kids to come back. We need them to build our country." I think that I know what's wrong with people being afforded. Do you think that's what Hamas did? Palestine. It seems like maybe there's recognition that people were leaving off their land in 1948, but there are those, and there are those who only want a Jewish state, and there are those who only want a Palestinian state. So they can fuck off. And we should be advocating for the coexistence of a Jewish state and a Palestinian state. I get you the two-state solution ultimately is the inevitable path. It's stupid. Before the establishment of Israel, and half a century before the establishment of Israel. Half is thousands. Yeah, they are killing each other. Jews and Palestinians. Yeah, a long massacre. It doesn't make sense to me. It's, you know, in 2025, the only point of was violence before the establishment of the state. There was violence in the Palestinian. And there was an ethnic cleansing in 1948. A Bron massacre. What are you talking about right now? You're in the government. Now listen, I just want to hear you. So you're not agreeing with them on what you're saying that justifies an entire ethnic cleansing in 1948? Israel was a state. Oh, this is a good article. Israel. I don't want to talk about you saying something like that. The Jewish state was established by international law. Right? The UN passed a resolution. Recognized the establishment of the Jewish state. And there were a number of Arab countries who agreed to each other that declared war on Israel. Yes, the War of Independence. Palestinians should have won the war. Palestinians did not won them. They were living there. They were kicked off in LA. There were 1,000 Jews that went ethnically cleansed. You know how many Jews were not by the Palestinians, not under the Palestinian war. So why does Palestinians have to bear the responsibility for the Algerians keeping the Jews out? Why do Palestinians get the responsibility for those? Israel's been the state for 77 years. Oh, it's sort of messy what you're saying. It was opposing the Libyan establishment. This is not true. So we take the story, take the switch off, this is Russian fire, take that to Firefly, and make content from the world is what you make it. So, get out. Two steps in. This thing. I'm going to go to this thing. I knew this. My will. It's my voice. It's the time.
What? Dude. What is this? Come on.
You had established it.
No, I know people that live there. I have family that live there. I don't think nobody should leave. I'm proposing a democracy. I'm proposing an extensive demographic study of what was taken and what was lost, extensive reparations for what was taken, and a truth and reconciliation process where we can end this shit.
I'm bringing him on. Don't worry. You know, right now?
Trump, our president, is talking about putting a fucking jet ski museum there. And that's the reality of this now.
Far right.
That's far right. What the far right? I'm talking about the government and the generals that are in charge of Israel.
And the viewers to support you.
That's a reality.
Yes, I reject it.
That's what Hamas is going to do to Israel.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's
Hamas murdered thousands.
Huh?
So what does that mean?
Hamas is a terrorist organization for murdering innocent children and civilians.
Only civilians killed in this war.
The war is a tragedy.
90% of them have been 90% of them
Suggesting that
You're suggesting of journalists.
people have been killed in a war. It's a tragedy.
People waiting for
Suggesting that the policy of the Israeli government should murder civilians, and that is a notion that
You gotta like, listen, man, you gotta be like a human being about this.
people who are dying in the war, which to me is a tragedy. The war is a
Do
tragedy.
you feel in your heart that this is what you're doing, what you're saying is right?
If Hamas, if you remove Hamas,
Don't actually think
well, I
that.
told you what I believe. Don't tell me what I believe. I told you.
Why would you believe that?
Because there are people who see the world differently. I know it's a shock to you, but there are people who see the world differently.
Why?
That's a shock to you.
Like, that seems a little bit like,
You're not entering crisis.
I don't really mean disrespectful like this. But like, in what capacity?
Just been hostile.
In what capacity?
It's fine. It's just been a gotcha interview.
I think that, my conscience is clear, especially if someone that's in there conceited in the club. And, I really didn't want to do this. And I think that you saw it as gotcha. Listen to what people are talking about.
No, I get, well, not in South Bronx. People are not talking about Israel. People are talking about
Sucks,
how to
dude.
put food on the table.
It's all people are, like, yeah.
Maybe in your world, that's what people are talking
No,
about.
I
In
don't.
our world, people are struggling.
Yeah. Then why people are saying, are you paying $25 million?
We have a $7 billion, $6 trillion budget in the government. Less than
So it's not as much money?
less than 1%.
So it's a little so money to stay in Israel.
In the grand scheme of the federal budget, yes, it's minuscule.
I'm sorry, dude. No problem. This slowed you not to do it? I like this guy a lot too. I hate this. Is so embarrassing.
I don't have anything to hide. I don't want to go anywhere.
No, man. I'm sorry. I appreciate your time. Listen,
Sure.
having this opportunity for me is a big deal. I don't get to talk to someone in the government that's taking part in these big decisions like this. And
Well, only one of 535.
I'm talking to which one would like me? Engineer Fox?
I don't know.
Never know, man. I feel like you're mad at me or something. Are you gonna get a big laugh?
But look, it's like I'm involved in the Godfather 2, and this is the life it chosen. So, I know what I signed up for.
Is this what happens? This has been I've been doing a terrible job. I'm rambling about Israel and being a Jew and Holocaust. And it's the most embarrassing stuff to talk about in public.
I feel like every Jewish American has a right to be who they are, To wear a kippah, to display a Star of David, proudly and visibly Jewish, without the appearance or intimidation or violence. Well, I mean, the freedom to be who we are is a fundamental goal to us.
I think that from where I'm sitting, Israel might be a threat to that.
And, you know, you have that view, but others have a different view.
Why are we still having this interview? Someone's like, I'm sweating.
Get on the interview.
AC's on. I'm just trying to find a button to shake your hand in. How the fuck you do this?
Why? I mean, that's just that. I really didn't.
It's your time. It's not my
I just wanted to get what's good.
Get 0.9% APR with 2025 unit models. Plus, current eligible non-J owners get up to 3,000 allowance on one GX.
Your airline, there it is. Items.com. You can explore a range of options that work best for you, so you can grow for some thicker and fuller hair in just 3 to 6 months. Keep it looking strong.